Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 6 a.m. on WKYT, a family runs to safety as their Lexington home goes up in flames this morning. We're live from the scene.
We're checking a crime alert after shooting on UK's campus.
And also this morning, more trouble for air travelers days after a fire near a major Chicago airport. Those stories and more, and breaking news as it happens, coming up on WKYT This Morning. Top of the morning to you and welcome. It's good to have you with us. I hope you had a great weekend, certainly a big one for the Wildcats. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. A lot of us wondering, where is that cool air?
Yeah.
It's not here.
It's going to get here, though. It sounds like later in the week, for sure, a big change. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Let's check in with Micah right now, see what is up for today. Pretty nice one again, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. But I do want to say, you know, before we get to the weather, Lee K. Howard was talking about earlier, over 1,000 days since we won a last SEC game. Over 1,000 days. That's a lot of days, so it was pretty incredible. So, yeah, kudos to them, kudos to the coaches, and even the fan, the crowd. I mean, sticking with them. You just got to love it. So, yeah, we're on the right track. South Carolina coming our way this weekend. Incredible. So 60 starting off right around 80 degrees. Slight chance of rain as we hit that afternoon. But that big blast of cold air, like Rebecca was talking about, where is it and when does it get here? I'll show you that coming up.
Like your attitude about the South Carolina game. Thank you. Let's get to the news. And new this morning on WKYT, a family's home is badly damaged after an early morning fire.
It started at about 3 o'clock this morning on Vale Drive off Harrodsburg Road. That's near the county line. More than a dozen crews are still on the scene. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel's live tracking the investigation.
She's joining us. Good morning, Whitney.
Yeah, this was a big challenge for firefighters to get under control this morning. They tell me when they first got on scene here, they saw heavy smoke and flames coming from the second floor of the home. It all started around 3 this morning at this home on Vale Drive, and as you can tell from this video, there's a lot of damage to this home. Right now, firefighters aren't sure where the fire started, but flames spread to the garage and attic. They even had to bring in extra crews for more manpower because many of the firefighters were getting fatigued. We still haven't heard exactly how many people were inside the home when the fire first broke out, but firefighters tell us the people who live inside are the ones who called 911 and reported this fire. They believe there were some children living inside the home. However, everyone was able to get out safely. But again, this was a big challenge for firefighters this morning. It took them a few hours to get the flames under control.
Once you got in the attic, with the size of the building that it was just a matter of chasing it essentially from one side to the other. And working in smoky conditions, it's not as easy as it would be walking, you know, across a house that's clear and there's no heat or anything. You can see what you're doing. So they're, you know, we're working under a handicap already.
At this point, no injuries have been reported. Firefighters tell me they'll likely be here well into the daylight hours. Investigators are also on scene trying to determine where this fire started. Coming up at 6:30, we talked to neighbors about what they saw when they first woke up. For now, we're live in Lexington. Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
Well, another overnight fire in Lexington destroyed a shed, and investigators think the fire was not an accident. It happened late last night on East Loudon Avenue near Maple. Firefighters say the shed was mostly filled with trash. Investigators say there are reasons to suspect it could be a case of arson.
The all clear has now been given at the University of Kentucky after a late night shooting on campus. It's the latest in a string of gun violence from over the weekend in Lexington. WKYT's Mark Barber is live on campus tracking this crime alert with new information this morning. Mark, good morning to you. Need to go to Mark's shot. There he is.
After students reported hearing up to 3 gunshots behind a dorm. Now students on UK South campus were told to stay inside their dorm rooms while police and canines searched for the armed man. Witnesses told police they heard men wearing all black around 10 o'clock last night. We're told after the shots were fired, the group split up and took off in 2 different directions. Police searched a nearby construction site for about 2 hours before giving students the all clear.
Right now we have our technology services team that are actively looking through all kinds of camera footage throughout campus right now to see what they can piece together to assist us in this investigation.
Investigators are now asking anyone with information to come forward. Now police say this morning the good news is that no injuries have been reported. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much for the update from that situation. Now, the shooting on campus was the 5th shooting in Lexington over the last weekend. On Friday night, a man was critically injured when he was shot on Bainbridge Court. 2 hours later, another man was shot on Charles Avenue. Early Saturday morning, Lexington police say a man was shot near Jazzy G's on Georgetown Street. And on Sunday morning, police say about 15 shots on Georgetown Road damaged several cars and sent a BCTC student to the hospital. No arrests have been made in any of those cases.
Well, crews in eastern Kentucky have recovered the body of a missing kayaker. Milford Boyd's body was found yesterday in Floyd County. We're told on Saturday he became separated from a group of kayakers in the Lavissa Fork area. Friends say he regularly kayaked there. Rescue crews encourage everyone to be cautious while out exploring.
Making sure that you're aware of your surroundings and that you know what you are, comfortable doing.
Boyd's death is presumed to be drowning. An autopsy still needed to determine an official cause. Well, 2 people are facing charges after police busted a meth lab. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office searched a house south of London, and inside they found guns, 7 one-pot meth labs, and a few other items used for making meth. Police arrested 50-year-old Danny Johnson and 45-year-old Florence Sweeney. Both face multiple drug-related charges.
It looks like it's going to be another potentially frustrating day for air travelers. Many flights to and from Chicago are still canceled. The problem started Friday when police say Brian Howard started a fire in an air traffic control center in Aurora, Illinois. The contract employee was apparently trying to kill himself. The fire grounded flights at Chicago's 2 major airports. This morning at Bluegrass Airport, 2 departures to Chicago and 2 arrivals are canceled. The FAA is hoping to have Chicago's Air Traffic Control Center repaired and back to full operation by October 13th. So quite a wait on that, and frustration in the meantime for a lot of folks. Coming up on 6:07 now, Big Blue Madness is just a few weeks away. Tickets go on sale today for another UK basketball event.
The Blue-White Scrimmage is Monday, October 27th. Tickets will be available at Ticketmaster.com or at the Rupp Arena box office starting at 10 o'clock this morning. Tickets are $10 for lower level and $5 for the upper. UK students can pick up 2 free Eruption Zone tickets while supplies last. The new season tips off Friday, October 17th with Big Blue Madness at Rupp Arena.
We have several traffic alerts this morning to pass on, and 2 of them are on I-75. Starting at 8 o'clock this morning, the exit ramp at the northern split in Lexington will be closed. Signs will be in place directing drivers to a detour. And from 9 until 3 today, the left and center lanes for I-75 southbound will be closed at the Clays Ferry Bridge. They're doing deck work there. Only the right southbound lane will be open. That's a place that is already a pinch point, so drivers can expect longer delays at the Clays Ferry Bridge today. And we want to check also, before we go to break, we don't have Don right at the moment, but just update folks again on that in the middle of downtown Richmond, starting at 7 o'clock this morning, less than an hour from now, Main Street is going to be blocked between Madison Avenue and Collins Street, and that'll be the case until October 24th.
Wow.
So it's a long project there, a big drainage issue. All right, now let's check the live drive traffic and look at what's going on the interstate there this morning, and that is clear look. We have no reports of any problems on the interstate nor on any of the major corridors in Lexington at this point. WKYT this morning just getting started, and it's good to have you with us. We have more news coming up in a moment.
Even to our north, it's too early to talk about that 4-letter S word, you know, the one, snow. That's not stopping some folks from having a little bit of fun with it.
Yeah, we're looking outside, and hey, we did a promo on that 4-letter S word, snow. People enjoyed it. Hopefully we can bring that one back. 64 in Frankfort, 61 in Richmond. Beautiful start to the day, and it looks like a good-looking day. Warmer temperatures. I'll show you that coming up.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris and First Alert Defender.
We are looking across the region and seeing a pretty calm and quiet start. There are a couple of sprinkles here and there. It's really for our far northern zones and our far southeastern zones. So there's really just not much going on. It's pretty mild, pretty good looking start. As you look across the way, 50s and 60s, you won't need a coat this morning, but I will tell you this, don't put it away. If you have lived here long enough, you know as well as I do, this time of year, never put away your winter clothes. until we hit more like October, November, as opposed to sitting here in September. So, yeah, we got another cool blast on the way. We're not feeling it this morning. Things are in the 50s and 60s. Actually, pretty mild feel. It feels great. So those kiddos going out to the bus stop, they won't need a jacket this morning. Mainly dry, right around 80 degrees in the bluegrass. Go down south, the farther west you are, the warmer, because you're not going to see as much cloud cover nor a chance of rain. The small chance of rain you see there on the screen is really for your London, Williamsburg, and work your way over towards, say, Knox County, Barberville. You could pick up maybe a shower or two, but for the most part, I think we stay dry. Over toward the east-southeast, this is your best opportunity. Still not a washout. I mean, you're looking at about a 30-40% chance of rain. Farther southeast you go toward the mountainous regions, that's your better opportunity to actually see that. Maysville, Covington, I think we're doing all right. 81 there in Owenton as we hit that afternoon hour. So your weekend planner, it's never too early, right? It was a beautiful weekend this past weekend, only a couple of showers here and there in the far southeastern zones. This weekend, that 20% chance of rain you see there is this wraparound moisture that we could see, you know, some drizzle or maybe a light shower. It's about the temperatures. Look at that. These are highs you see on the screen. 61 Saturday. Get ready for those events. Sunday morning, heading off to church or anything you got going on. I mean, you're talking about upper 30s you're going to be walking out in. 66 by the afternoon there on Sunday. Check out this shot. Joyce Oakley, beautiful sunsets we've had the past couple of days. That's out of Mount Sterling from Joyce. And also Joe Allison Sloan out of Rowan County. She said she actually pulled off on the side of the road to take this picture out by the airport. It's beautiful. Fog right there, and also off in the distance, gorgeous, gorgeous looking sunrise. That one was. 7-day forecast. The next few days look good, lower 80s and staying mostly dry. Thursday, a few showers move in late, and then you'll start to feel the effects of that front come on Friday. That's when your best chance of rain is on Friday. So those football games could be a little bit sloppy, and you will feel that cool air. Let's don't even call it cool air. Let's call it cold air there. 39 degrees there Saturday night into Sunday morning. Still several days away. We'll see how those numbers change, but no doubt about it, 100%, you're going to see a cool blast. Come on in.
Keeneland opening its fall meet on Friday, so it's going to be pretty chilly for that first weekend.
Yes, it will. Be dicey there with the rain, too. We'll see how it works out.
All right. Thank you, Micah. 6:15 right now, and you don't need snow to have fun with a snowmobile.
The Trailmates Snowmobile Club in Wisconsin proved that when they held drag races on grass.
Going fast and winning, it's the best feeling you'll ever feel in your life. I don't know.
All right. Very succinct there. The club has been hosting the races for 25 years. It started out with about 500 people. This year, about 8,000 showed up.
All right. So, big event there. She was having a good time, wasn't
yes,
she?
She was.
Hey, it's good to have you along. WKYT this morning on the air with the latest. We have a lot more to tell you about. We're back in a moment.
Pour another cup of coffee and stick with us. We'll tell you how you can score a free cup of Joe today as well.
Live look at Lexington rush hour traffic. US 25 shut down in both directions in Richmond today between Collins Street and Madison Avenue. Just to remind you of that. Of course, the detour in place there. But here in Lexington, we're okay for now with no major delays in the Circle or the interstate. Had a look at the north side a couple of minutes ago, and we're okay inbound North Broadway, Newtown Pike. Everything looks good on Waze, at least to start things off. We'll keep you up to date. Now back to the studio.
All right, Don, and just a reminder that what we're talking about is Main Street, downtown Richmond there, where that closure will be taking place at about 7 this morning for the next few weeks. Economists are seeing steady growth, but they remain mixed on their outlook for different segments of the U.S. economy. A new survey by the National Association for Business Economics says investments by businesses and government, as well as international trade activity, will grow at a faster rate than previously forecast. Those surveyed also expect the pace of economic growth to steady in the third and fourth quarters of 2014 and throughout 2015. It's getting more expensive to use out-of-network ATMs. A new report from Bankrate.com found the average fee for going outside your ATM network is now $4.35 per transaction. That's up 5% from last year. The cities with the highest average ATM fees are Phoenix, Denver, and San Diego. And as if you needed another reason to grab a latte this morning, today is National Coffee Day. Some chains are celebrating by giving away free or discounted cups cups of joe. Of course, like many of these food and drink holidays, this one is made by marketing, and it clearly works. Some Dunkin' Donuts locations are handing out free cups of its new dark roast today. McDonald's is still handing out free coffee during breakfast hours. You might score yourself some free coffee this morning there, Rebecca.
As far as I'm concerned, every day is National Coffee Day for sure. All right, WKYT this morning is just getting started. We'll take you to the scene of an early morning fire in Lexington where crews are still doing overhaul and checking for hot spots.
Defense came up big for the Wildcats in a win over Vandy Saturday, and several former Cats made big plays on Sunday. Those highlights are next in sports.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. I'm meteorologist Micah Harris. We're looking outside. Things are pretty good. I-75 Winchester Road. Haven't heard of any issues. Remember Main Street there in Richmond. They're going to have to block that off for today and really throughout the next several weeks. So that starts today. Heads up for that as you're traveling on Main Street there in Richmond. 60s out and about. A couple of 50s down toward the southwest. All in all, I don't think you need a coat this morning. By the afternoon, you definitely don't need it. 80 degrees. Only a slight chance of rain. That's mainly for the far southeastern zones. We didn't have much rain this weekend. A couple of showers down toward the southeast, but Quigley and Rotel, they don't live down toward the southeast. They live where the sun shines, and boy, do they look good with the plants behind them. Green grass, a lot of sunshine, man. You know they have fun together. There's no doubt about it. Especially if you're named Quigley and Rotel.
Right. How cool is that?
Those are cool names, man. I like it a lot. All right, Peggy, we appreciate it very much. Love your little pups. Seeing them here on WKYT News. Get your pet pigs, send them on in. We would love to show them for you. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
Mark Stoops described Saturday's win as a thing of beauty for a defensive guy in a game where the UK offense struggled to find rhythm. The Bad Boys defense stepped up to give Kentucky its first SEC win in 18 tries. The Wildcats limiting Vandy to 139 total yards while coming up with 3 interceptions. Mark Stoops expects that kind of performance from his defense.
We expect them to play well. You know, we have a chance to be good in all phases. We know we're not overwhelmingly great in any phase, but if we play together in all sides play to our capabilities, we have a chance to win a lot of games. If we don't, then we won't. You know, that's like a lot of teams. So we have to put it together.
Week 4 in the NFL, and the Bengals are one of 6 teams enjoying a bye week. Cincinnati, the only team in the AFC unbeaten. Meanwhile, our neighbors to the north and the south meeting up on Sunday in Indy. The Colts hosting the Titans in the first. Andrew Luck hooks up with Dwayne Allen for the 7-yard touchdown. Colts with the 14-0 lead. Just before the half, the Colts on the move, but Luck is unlucky and intercepted by former Wildcat Wesley Woodyard. Woodyard led the Titans with 9 tackles in the game, 6 of those solo. But the Indy offense was too much for the Titans. Luck then finds Reggie Wayne, and the old man still got it. 119 yards for Wayne, and the Colts pick up the win 41-17. Randall Cobb and the Green Bay Packers visiting the Bears, and it was a big game for the former Wildcat. Just before the half, with the Packers down by a field goal, Aaron Rodgers finds Randall Cobb for the 22-yard touchdown to give Green Bay the lead heading into the locker room. Move to the fourth quarter now. Packers on top 31-17, and it's that same combination, Rodgers to Cobb. Randall Cobb finishes with 7 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the Packers' 38-17 win over the Bears. And a good one between the Eagles and the 49ers in the third quarter. Colin Kaepernick will find Stevie Johnson for the touchdown. Nice footwork by Johnson to bring the Niners within 1. The first touchdown for the former Wildcat in a San Francisco uniform, and the Niners hold on to beat the Eagles 26-21. And that'll do it for your morning sports. Have a great day.